Good morning, welcome to Shores Prepping. I just finished one video, I'm going to do another one here. But I want you to play this out in your head regarding Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine's going to fall, so let's make that really clear. And however long it takes, Russia is going to take Ukraine. Putin is not going to stop. He is going to take it. He is going to keep it, and then, deal with the fallout of his actions later. Now, when that later comes, what is he going to do? Well, the ruble is only worth like 2 cents right now. So he's pretty much collapsed his economy. People are abandoning him, sanctioning Russia from trade and oil sales in us, except for Sleepy Joe. We're still buying Russian oil, financing his war. I don't know when Sleepy Joe's going to wake up, but he's going to continue to buy Russian oil, financing his war, but not allow us to drill. Go figure. That's the leadership of Brandon. But in the meantime, everybody else is saying, "Yet, nope, not dealing with you. You're banned from, all kinds of sports. You're banned from all kinds of sales. You're banned from all kinds of banking. We're sanctioning your really wealthy multi-billionaires who are losing a ton of money." How long do you think they're going to say, "Hey, I stole all this money. I worked hard for this money. I did whatever. And now you're pissing it all away for what? And my reward is what?" How long do you think that's going to last? So Putin has worked himself into a situation where A, he's either going to leave Ukraine, not going to happen, take Ukraine and deal with guerrilla warfare, very possible, or keep it and then say, "Screw this, I'm going further because you guys have sanctioned me so much, I might as well go for it, and I am going to test NATO." Now, NATO hasn't got their act together, and they don't know up from down. However, NATO is starting to wake up and say, what if? And they're seeing what if is the real possibility. And Putin could very easily say, "Bombs away, boys, bombs away." If that's the case, what does that have to do with us? Hey, Russia can reach us just as easily as we can reach them. Very easily. You think about that. If he launches a cyber attack, lights out, no banking, no internet, whatever it is, look out. And I guarantee you, as I have said in many, many, many videos before, I am 1000% saboteurs have come up from the open borders that this treasonous president has allowed to happen, as well as the Congress. And if you don't think for 1 minute, if Russia says, "Hey, it's on like Donkey Kong and we're going for it because you guys have sanctioned me and I have no way out except war," those people are going to get a heads up note, a phone call, a signal, a news broadcast. You're going to see sabotage in the United States like you've never seen before. You are going to see car bombs going off. You're going to see lights going out, power failures, cyber warfare. Hey, why aren't the lights coming on? Why isn't the water working? Why isn't the subway working? Why can't I pull anything up on the computer at the hospital to save your life? You better think about that. So while all these sanctions are taking place and all these countries are like, "Save Ukraine," and we've got to have a no-fly zone, well, you better think about who's going to, enforce that no-fly zone. If whoever enforces a no-fly zone will be at war with Russia. You think about that. Do you really want that? Sleepy Joe says, no, the troops aren't going to engage in Russia. However, I just talked to a young lady there who was all sad, and I said, "What's up with you?" Because I have met her before from another place of business, and she said her fiance, who's a Marine, just got deployed to Belarus as a peacekeeping force in the Marine Corps. Think about that. So how how would it be? Some stray missile goes into Poland, either intentional or unintentional, all of a sudden takes out a Marine recon, takes out an Army base, an Air Force base, conflict in the Black Sea. American ship is challenged by whatever, and suddenly they're in a firefight. Listen, there are so many fuses lit, it doesn't take much for one of them to go off. North Korea could shoot a ballistic missile into Japan. China could say, hey, we see how ineffective you are with Russia. We can deal with sanctions. We've got a huge economy, bigger than Russia. We can take it, folks. And we're going to take Taiwan. Australia, Japan, what are you going to do about it? United States, are you really going to go to war over Taiwan? Let's see. I want you to think about all these possibilities and how it will affect you. Do you have enough food, water, and medicine to get you by for how long? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. If lights go out in your city because of a cyber attack, ransomware, and they can't get the power on, how long can you survive? How long can you go? Do you have money? Do you have a place to go? Do you have anything? If you have to leave the city, or urban or suburban, do you have your car packed? Do you have a trailer? Do you have a U-Haul closed cart to pull behind you? Whatever. Do you have the supplies you need to get you by for how long? Or are you going to rely on the goodness of somebody you don't know saying, yeah, here you go, I'll give you a cup of coffee and I feel bad for you, move along. And you say, where am I going to go? And the person says, I really don't care, but you're not staying here. Get out. You think about that. All these sanctions, all these actions surrounding Putin, and he's boxed himself in. Unless there is an internal conflict and somebody says, we're killing Putin and his regime, effectively a coup, do you honestly think that's going to happen? After 20 years, you don't think Putin knows who he can trust and not trust? You're delusional. The world is boxing in Putin, and the only way he's going to get out is to lash out. I don't see him surrendering. And that means for you to have plans, communications, medicine, plan A, B, and C, get out of Dodge on time, early, and have a secure place, even if it's a tent. And you ask Farmer John, hey, can I stay at the edge of your field for however long? Because we're going to still plant. We're still going to have crops to grow. We're still going to have cattle to feed. We're still going to have sheep and chickens and everything else. And if any of you bright ideas think you're going to come out and slaughter and steal, the deer, the pheasants, the chickens, whatever, to survive, you're going to get dead. I want you to think about that and game it out in your head. How far can this go? And what will be the end result? My thinking is, I'm taking you with me unless you get rid of everything. Think about it. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And no, I didn't watch Sleepy Joe on his State of this Union. It's all propaganda. Get yourself right with God. Get baptized. Greg out.